Coming up on CBC Vancouver News. A water crisis in Kamloops.
We're not supposed to use any of the water at all.
The city's scramble to fix a water main break. Plus, a former Mountie accused of foreign interference found not guilty.
Obviously very relieved.
We break down the high-profile case. And BC Ferries says a record-breaking season is coming.
We are ready for peak season, but we're also realistic about the pressures in the system.
Why the summer sailing schedule is starting early.
This is CBC Vancouver News.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Michelle Ghoussoub. The city of Kamloops has restored water to some neighborhoods affected by a major water main break. But having the taps turned on does not mean those residents can drink the water. It can only be used for bathing, dishes, and flushing toilets. And as the CBC's Shelley Joyce reports, having a glass of cold water from the tap is still out of reach.
A string of fast food restaurants in the Valley View area of Kamloops all closed because of a water main break, leaving travelers hungry for road food.
Such a bummer, because I was definitely hoping for a burger and a Coke.
And restaurant owners craving answers to how long it will be before they can reopen their businesses. 8,000 households impacted, affecting about 20,000 people, still with no idea when water will be returned. And that may not come for 5 to 14 days. Your water is back on, is that right?
It's on, but we can't use it for drinking or brushing teeth.
So you have water?
Technically, yes, but we're not supposed to use it, so we've not been using it.
Your website said that you weren't supposed to give the water to pets, which I was pretty surprised by because pets drink out of puddles and stuff. But I'm guessing they're just being extra cautious.
The city has restored water to some neighborhoods affected by this water main break that started Sunday and significantly worsened Wednesday. But still no go-ahead to drink it. Meanwhile, everybody's working together to fill the gap.
We are running 24/7. As long as it takes. Everyone's helping each other out. People are bringing us coffee and snacks, and it's great.
Potable water stations like this one have been arranged for the rest of the week and into the long weekend. Joe Luzon from the city of Kamloops says that 3 impacted neighborhoods on the valley bottom are on a boil watery advisory. They include Dallas, Campbell Creek, and Valley View, while the 3 communities at higher elevations, Barnhart Vale, Juniper, and Rose Hill, are on a use it but do not consume it advisory. How long until these 19,000 people can drink a tall, cold glass of water straight from the tap?
I will say it's going to range between 5 to 14 days.
The city of Kamloops hopes to have the broken pipe repaired by tomorrow, but testing the water quality is likely to take much longer. Shelley Joyce, CBC News, Kamloops.
A settlement has been reached in a lawsuit between Metro Vancouver and the Spain-based conglomerate hired to build the North Shore Wastewater Treatment Plant. After the budget bloated from $700 million to nearly $4 billion, the company Acciona was fired. The company has now agreed to pay a settlement to Metro Vancouver. The CBC's Justin McElroy has more. Justin, tell us about the agreement.
Yeah, $235 million. That is the number that people are going to care about. That is the amount of money that Acciona has agreed to give the Metro Vancouver regional government to settle these dueling lawsuits. People might know how messy this has been over the past few years. This wastewater treatment plant replacement was originally supposed to be built by 2020. It was 2021, where there was still no timeline for completion and way over budget, that Metro Vancouver terminated that agreement. Acciona filed a lawsuit. Metro Vancouver filed counter lawsuits. This was scheduled to go to trial next year, but this was so big and so messy that they decided at the end of the day to make this settlement. That also means that an independent review of this entire project initiated by Metro Vancouver will once again go ahead, since the lawsuit means that more work can be done on that.
Does this mean the project can finally move forward?
Well, it has been for a while. The construction on this is now expected to be done by 2030. That's a decade later than originally. But there are still lots of outstanding questions, including whether the extra amount of money that North Shore taxpayers were going to pay for this well over budget project are going to happen to the same extent now that Metro Vancouver has $235 million in that settlement.
I do believe that that support has to go to the sub area and help bring the rates down. But even with that, we still won't be at a fair and equitable solution for the North Shore. There's still a lot of work to be done.
So there's still lots of questions on that. There's still lots of questions about Metro Vancouver's overall governance, but this big issue for Metro Vancouver, this looming lawsuit and all of the trials that would happen out of it, out of the way for them now.
CBC's Justin McElroy reporting. The BC Supreme Court judge has acquitted a former Mountie accused of foreign interference. William Miker stood accused of targeting an alleged fraudster at the behest of the Chinese government. Our Jason Proctor has been following this case and joins us now. Jason, take us through this verdict.
Yeah, so Michelle, this case ultimately came down to this email that Bill Miker wrote in 2017, where the Crown said he appeared to be preparing for this campaign to threaten this guy who was wanted in China in such a way that it would fall, basically be coerced to cooperate with the Chinese to return his assets and himself to China. The judge looked at this email and she said, ultimately, this could be viewed innocently. There were other explanations for what went on and for what he might have written here. And so, she said ultimately the Crown had failed to prove their case against Miker and she acquitted him.
And Jason, what was Miker's reaction to hearing this verdict?
Well, as you can imagine, Michelle, this has occupied 3 years of his time. He's been stuck here. He actually lives in Hong Kong, where he retired after he left the Mounties. We asked him as he came out of the court, how do you feel? Here's what he had to say.
Obviously very relieved. Appreciate that the smartest person in the room was the judge. She got to hear the entirety of the evidence and came up with the proper decision. So I'm very grateful for the judge we had today.
And so, he got his passport back today after the verdict came out, and he said he plans to use it as soon as he can.
CBC's Jason Proctor reporting. The provincial government is expanding its investment in skilled trades. Premier David Eby says it's key to completing BC's major projects without outsourcing labor.
35 separate projects that we have identified as priorities in this province, and we cannot do any of those projects. We will not be able to deliver any of those projects without the skilled workers that we need.
The $241 million investment will add training for thousands of job seekers across BC. Eby added that high-demand wait lists should ease with the added capacity. The province is doubling annual funding to Skilled Trades BC by 2029. A major watershed in Abbotsford is getting upgraded to help protect wildlife habitats and prevent future flooding. CBC's Keir Junos has more.
Fish Trap Creek, one of Abbotsford's major watersheds, has been in decline over the years because of a lack of vegetation and aging drainage systems. Some of the fish species and wildlife are at risk, and localized flooding during the wetter months is a common sight. Now, City Council has approved a $63 million plan to improve the creek over the next 25 years.
The creek spans about 3,000 hectares here on the city's west side, which flows from urban parts of Abbotsford all the way down through farmland and into the U.S. The trail is the most visible part of the creek and a popular walking destination.
The upgrade plan is needed badly.
Right.
And the water, well, you've seen it lately, it's disgusting.
Some people throw in garbage, but it's never clean up. It's staying there for years.
Definitely fish have gone down. I've heard from a couple friends that fish aren't really around.
The majority of the work will happen over the next 5 years, mostly to do with clearing sediment and flood management. The project will be paid for with capital funds, development charges, and grants. Abbotsford's mayor says the multi-million-dollar project is necessary.
If you don't take care of the sediment, it just builds up, and then you'll have roads that will be flooded. You could have, in certain neighborhoods, maybe basements, but the water quality just continues to deteriorate. Invasive species continue to take over, and then the cost down the road is even that much more.
Siemens says a lot of the most expensive work is invisible to the public since it involves culverts and other things underground.
It's a beautiful area. It's a beautiful park. That's just a small portion of how large that watershed actually is.
The timeframe for the project will become more detailed as the city finishes its master drainage plan over the next few years. Keir Junos, CBC News, Abbotsford.
BC Ferries says it is anticipating a record-breaking summer this year. It says the summer sailing schedule will begin 2 weeks earlier on June 11th to keep up with high demand during the World Cup.
Our peak season is like playing the full 90-minute match with no substitutes. All our ships will be in service every day. And in the event there's an injury that puts us down a player, or a ship in this case, we can't bring a replacement in from the bench.
The company says it has added 1,800 round-trip sailings and all its ships will be in service daily. It also says 630 seasonal workers were hired earlier to support peak season. It will also open more ticket booths to keep operations running smoothly. The campfire ban in the Coastal Fire Centre will be lifted in time for the long weekend. Officials say conditions have shifted from the record-breaking hot temperatures earlier this month. Cooler temperatures and improved humidity have lowered the wildfire risk. The ban will lift at noon on Friday, but there are exceptions. The city of Powell River, the village of Pemberton, and North Oyster near Ladysmith say their campfire bans will remain in place. Larger fires and fireworks will still be banned in most of the province. Speaking of the weather, Darius Moravi joins us now with a first look.
That's right. I want to first start by talking about some of the new fires that have sparked, about a dozen in the last 24 hours that have been discovered so far. But of course, we still have some more active weather that may cause some new fire starts. Let's first zoom into the lower mainland, where we saw a number of new fire starts yesterday. What we're looking at here is satellite and radar imagery, including lightning strikes from yesterday. And you'll notice that a few of the places where we have these new fires, or all these places, we also saw a fair number of lightning strikes, which is what ignited these fires, at least more than likely, almost certainly. The BC Wildfire Service has classed all these as lightning caused. If we move over to Vancouver Island and the Sunshine Coast, a couple fires that are now classed as being held, including a very visible one near Port Alberni and a very visible one up on the Sunshine Coast. This one, we got some footage of a pretty dramatic scene, a lot of smoke being put off. But at least for now, that fire not expected to grow any further. And that should continue to be the case because that fire danger is coming down over the next few days with those cooler temperatures and that precipitation. But right now what we're tracking is these thunderstorms moving through the interior. Hopefully the rain that preceded this lightning will prevent any new fires.
Thanks, Darius.
Thank you.
A lot is changing in Vancouver as we get closer to the World Cup. The city introduced a set of bylaws around the event that kicked into play today. The CBC's Lawrence Watt explains what they are and how long they will last.
Starting today, Vancouver gets some new rules, but what are they and why should you care? This is the FIFA World Cup 2026 bylaw. It's temporary and runs from May 13th to July 20th. But it changes how parts of Vancouver will look and feel for the tournament. Changes will take effect at FIFA sites like BC Place and the Fan Festival at Hastings Park, and then there's spots like Library Square, False Creek, the Art Gallery, Granville Island, and several SkyTrain stations. And if you think that sounds like a lot, that's because it is. So what's actually changing here? The bylaw allows for more temporary event structures, so expect to see things like fan zones, tents, pop-up stages, and other installations. And next, it could get noisier. That's because the bylaw actually redefines daytime for noise rules. That means daytime now legally runs until midnight, allowing soccer broadcasts and general entertainment to go later. The bylaw also includes restrictions on certain street activities. Things like street vending, food carts, and busking are all restricted without written permission. The bylaw also speeds up enforcement on graffiti and unauthorized advertising signs. That means property owners can be ordered to remove graffiti or change certain signs within 24 hours. In addition to that, truck routes can be adjusted in busy parts of downtown to accommodate security and event logistics. The city says these rules are necessary to ensure safety during the tournament and to meet its obligations to FIFA. But critics say the bylaw gives FIFA too much influence over public space.
The bylaw really allows FIFA an enormous amount of control over our public space.
The World Cup is a mega global event, and over the next 10 weeks, it will shape how Vancouver looks, feels, and operates.
That's the CBC's Lawrence Watt. It's a potential deal on carbon pricing, why Alberta and Ottawa are close to an agreement, and what might be next. That's coming up. The Greater Vancouver Board of Trade says more than 400 businesses have signed an open letter to keep the Whitecaps in Vancouver. Businesses are hoping to help the club bridge its current revenue gap through sponsorships, partnerships, and group ticket projects.
Letters to us from the business community won't save the Whitecaps. It's going to require them to take sponsorship packages and participate in financially to support the club, and that's what I'm hoping it translates to.
Callan also said all levels of government, MLS, Whitecaps, FIFA, and local First Nations are meeting with potential investors this afternoon to discuss the future home of the team. The city of Burnaby approved a grant of $300,000 to keep Michael J. Fox Theatre open for public use, while the Burnaby School District seeks a long-term solution. Funding will be split between 2026 and 2027. The city says taking on a larger role with the theatre would be too costly for taxpayers, but the Burnaby School District says costs are higher than the theatre's estimated $150,000 operating loss for this year. It also says the theatre requires over $700,000 in upgrades. Burnaby is suggesting that the district partner with nonprofit organizations to support operations long-term. A setback for the separatist cause in Alberta. A judge in that province has quashed Election Alberta's approval of a separation petition. The judge said Elections Alberta made an error in law in approving the petition from the group Stay Free Alberta that called for a referendum on independence from Canada. She said the chief electoral officer had failed to consider an earlier decision that said separation would violate treaty rights. She also found the provincial government had failed in its duty to consult First Nations. A lawyer for Stay Free Alberta says he's been instructed to appeal the decision. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith says the government will also file an appeal. CBC News has learned more about negotiations between Alberta and Ottawa on carbon pricing, moving towards a potential oil pipeline to the West Coast. Kate McKenna has details of the deal and the reaction tonight.
A breakthrough in negotiations months after Alberta and Ottawa signed this deal.
I think the Prime Minister played a critical role in making this happen because it's a total 180 from the approach of the previous Prime Minister.
Sources say both sides reached an agreement on the industrial carbon price, a key component of the deal that paves the way for a pipeline. Premier Danielle Smith hinted something was coming while in Ottawa last week.
We had differences of opinion about how quickly we could move and the impact that it would have on the energy sector, and we found that we got closer today.
In last year's Memorandum of Understanding, Ottawa and Alberta agreed to bring the industrial carbon price up to $130 per ton, but said they'd negotiate a timeline. Sources now say it'll hit $130 in 2040, much less ambitious than the original federal plan under Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
I think it's a disappointing outcome. The reason that we and so many others are focused on industrial carbon pricing is that just factually, it's the most important climate change policy in the country.
You know, there was a lot of investment decisions that were kind of waiting to see where things were going to go. I think this is going to go a long way to help those investment decisions.
BC's premier says he's worried Alberta is getting a special deal.
We are in direct competition with Alberta on certain projects. We will not be in a competitive position if Alberta has a special federal carbon price that the rest of us don't have access to in the rest of Canada.
Meanwhile, industry experts say this deal matters.
We'll see this as, I think, an olive branch being extended by Ottawa. And moreover, I think Albertans believe that we have a very important contribution to make to this country, financially, culturally, and we want to do it.
A rainy start to the day in Metro Vancouver, and there's more gray skies on the way. Darius has your full provincial forecast coming up.
I'm Stephen Quinn, and I love living here in Vancouver, BC. It's a city with world-renowned beauty, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. In our new daily podcast, This is Vancouver, we're exploring the diverse range of issues and stories in this city, the good, the bad, and everything in between, as told by the people who live it every day. Don't miss This is Vancouver, available wherever you get your podcasts, and I'll talk to you soon.
Hi, I'm Amy Bell, and this is your CBC Inbox.
CBC Music is proud to partner with 5X Fest, held across Vancouver and Surrey from May 15th to the 17th. Experience the creatives shaping the future of Punjabi and South Asian culture. Festival tickets at 5xfest.com. And on May 30th, CBC's Margaret Gallagher hosts the Explore Asian Closing Awards ceremony. Join us to celebrate outstanding Asian community artists. Tickets at exploreasian.ca.
And Darius Maravi joins us now for a look at your provincial forecast. Darius, what are you tracking?
Well, we have a lot of storm energy that's moving across the province, so a fair amount of lightning that's been coming down through the evening. We even saw some lightning bolts earlier today, as early as this morning in some parts of the southern interior. So keeping a close eye on that. The chance of lightning does decline over the next couple days, but it does still pop up in more isolated places, including potentially even here on the coast. So let's look at our fire danger. Fortunately, in the southern interior, where most of that lightning has been, fire danger dropped pretty dramatically as we saw those cooler temperatures and that rain start to move through. Unlike the lightning that moved through Vancouver yesterday, the lightning here was mostly preceded by the rain rather than it already just being completely dry when the lightning hit in most cases, not all. So hopefully that'll help prevent or suppress some of those fires, but that is something we'll be keeping a close eye on. But of course, fire danger does remain elevated in other parts of BC. Hopefully we'll see that continue to decline. I would expect to over the next couple days as well, because those temperatures are going to remain suppressed across the province. If anything, on Friday, they might even come down another couple degrees, but we might start to see a rebound as early as maybe Sunday or Monday, with Tuesday really being the day when the sun comes back out as well. In the meantime, a fair amount of precipitation still coming to certain parts of BC. We've got a number of rounds of rain and a little bit of snow that are going to be moving through the province over the next few days. Nowhere does it look like we're going to get extremely heavy rainfall, but just a few waves of precipitation that will hopefully help suppress that fire danger for a little bit, although we have to keep in mind ongoing drought conditions do make that a little bit more difficult in some places, like the southern interior. Chances of lightning again in places like the Thompson and Williams Lake, as well as potentially parts of the Peace, and maybe even here in Metro Vancouver. I'd say it's a lower chance than yesterday, but still there.
Thanks, Darius.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on CBC Vancouver News. You can watch this newscast on CBC Gem, our free app, as well as on YouTube and our website, cbc.ca/BC. Have a great night.